And now, let's talk about those torpedo bats the New York Yankees have been spending. You guys know I don't talk a ton of Major League Baseball during the regular season, though baseball, I would argue this postseason with the Yankees, Dodgers in the World Series, and Shohei Ohtani on the Dodgers, and we got San Diego, and we had the Mets, and we had the Guardians, and we had the Tigers, we had Kansas City. We had a bunch of good teams and a bunch of stars, and it made the MLB postseason really fun, and it brought baseball back to life. Well, the New York Yankees, when I first heard about this, yes, my mind did go to the Houston Astros banging on garbage cans because as a Cleveland Guardians fan, I do not like the New York Yankees. Unfortunately for myself, I cannot call them the clean shaven PASTARTSs because they can have facial hair now. Um, and part of these home runs have to be because they're into that damn short porch in right field, which was like a cheat code. It's a pop up that goes out of the ballpark there at Yankee Stadium. But this is within the rules. I know more teams have tried it. I think there was a Twins player the other day who went over 4 with the torpedo bat. Especially, you're putting more of the weight in the barrel of the bat as opposed to, down by where you hold the bat. So theoretically, when you swing the bat and you make more contact with the baseball, and especially in today's sport where it is fastball, maybe a curveball or a changeup, but not so much 4 or 5 pitches. It's a 2 or 3 specialty, throw gas, take something off the gas. A lot of the focus is on strikeouts instead of getting fly balls and ground balls and just purely getting outs. Which is why when these guys do make contact with the ball, it is flying out of the ballpark in most cases. Now, the Yankees, we know the power windup they have. We also know the short porch they have in right field. And I'm like 10 or 11 of the home runs they've hit so far would not be home runs in, most of the Major League Baseball ballparks. So when you first heard about this and you're like, oh my God, the Yankees hit whatever it was, they got 20 runs and 9 home runs, like MLB The Show on rookie mode against the Brewers on day 2, it sort of stopped to make you pause and reevaluate. But I got to tell you something. When you read about this, there's nothing to really get too worked up about. This is completely legal. They did not change the weight of the bat. They did not change the length of the bat. All they did was redistribute the weight of the bat so that most of the contact made on the bat is through the barrel of the ball. And more teams have tried it. More teams tried it last year. But again, like the brotherly shove, the Yankees have more power hitters than most people outside of the LA Dodgers do in baseball. And Aaron Judge, I know, said tried it. He didn't like the bat, and so he doesn't use it. And he's still in pop ups out in right field that are out of the ballpark. So I don't think this is going to be a major game changer in baseball. I think you're going to see more teams and more players start using it. I don't know if it's going to lead to more home runs. I think more people on base is good for the sport. I think that, pitching deep in the count, moving runners over, and stealing bases and action on the bases is good for the sport. I think there are times where pitchers' duels with 2 aces is phenomenal, and there are times where 12-11 shootout is phenomenal. Baseball is a very diverse sport. It's a lot like football in that way, right? 10-7 games in football could be boring, or 10-7 games in football could be classics, depending on the flow and the style of the game, and matchups make fights. So, while I was originally outraged about these torpedo bats, I think the Yankees have more power hitters than everybody else, and we'll see when they go on the road what the story is with the torpedo bats. And if I'm wrong about this, if there are going to be more homers, we'll see as more data comes in for this season. Like that clip from the Brands World podcast? If so, make sure you go down there and hit that subscribe button. While you're down there hitting the subscribe button, make sure to also hit the notification bell so you never miss another upload. And make sure you check out all the other clips from the Brands World podcast right here on YouTube.